make sure you subscribe to my channel. And girl, I got tea. Ooh, Sean Diddy Combs, Keefy D. I'm going to say that much. Then we have, some other topics that I'm going to talk about. We're going to find on the internet that I find quite interesting and entertaining. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit that like button and put on your notification button just in case you missed the morning horoscopes. Grand Rising, everybody. Let me share my live real quick. Okay. So Grand Rising, let's some people get up in here real quick. Oh, YouTube has changed and raised the bar. As over time, we all should raise the bar. We all should be able to, better our things and our quality of life and everything. So YouTube has actually raised the bar. Um, and they made it a little more hard. I think you need like 2,000 views and something else and something else and something else. But anyway, let's get to these morning horoscopes, guys. Now, what's going on over here? Let me share this. Okay. Anyway, we can't depend on people. We got to just make it happen, right? And that's actually what's happening, guys. You get more from strangers than you do the people that are close to you. I promise you. I just understand that I got one person out of all the people I know, out of all the people that come in, you know, it's all borrow money. I'ma just say it. Out of people that have borrowed money, I ain't even get that back, but we ain't worried about that, right? Because God will bless you tenfold, but just be careful about giving out your stuff. Be careful about giving out your stuff, babies, and hold on to your stuff because you never know when a rainy day is in fact coming. And that's why I made a video this morning about don't depend on a man to all my G dolls and gents. Um, yeah, I said it. G dolls and gents, do not depend on a man or a woman. To the fact of that matter, depend on you and God, and everything will work out perfectly, right? Whatever your gender is, whatever your choices are, depend on you and God. And that's my message this morning before we start these morning horoscopes. And then we're going to quickly get into the tea with Sean Combs being implemented in the Tupac Merkins. What? You heard it right. And I heard the words, which I'm going to share with you guys, the audio from the courts. He is being mentioned, as he is 77 times, in the probe of Keepy D and the Tupac Merkin. So we're going to catch up with that because y'all know I went to the Sean Combs trial. That's where I tested my YouTube gangster. And it was a little crazy out there, but I know it's a little more crazy with the KPD case because this is Tupac we're talking about. We're actually talking about Tupac's murking and Sean Combs being implemented for hire. Uh, I'm just saying, these are the allegations that are coming about allegedly. Grand Rising, Ghost with Wi-Fi, Grand Rising. All right. So let's get to the morning horoscopes. And guys, if y'all come in here and go off the script of what I'm talking about, I'm going to quickly dismiss you. Because, it takes a miserable person to come up into somebody's live and say the meanest things. And that means you're traumatized. That means you have some sort of trauma that you want to carry over to someone else. Let that be. Let it go. Go get some help. It's out there. And I'm serious because I need it too. Because my therapist was like, "You're angry." And then we started talking about it, and she said, "I'm so glad we started talking about your anger." And I'm working on that part of me because A person can do one little thing, but it's a buildup of things. Because I'm a Cancer, so if you keep poking, I might let you poke for a little bit, but I'll be damned with that last poke. It is a anyway, guys. Yeah, I'm working on myself. I do go to therapy. I do talk to my who I need to talk to. But we gonna get into this Sean Combs thing. And guys, make sure you subscribe. I just need to get to my 500. Once I get to my 500 subscribers, I will be able to, you guys will be able to buy super chats and, you know, uh, whatever else comes with the 500 subscribers. But for the meanwhile, my my Cash App is in the description. Hi, Angela. My Cash App and my I believe my Venmo is in my description. Yeah. Anyway, guys, August 19th, 2026. And my dad's birthday, hi baby. My dad's birthday is the 21st. So I was thinking I'm not gonna be here. No, I'll be here because what's today? 19, 20, 21, Saturday. So I'll probably go visit my dad Saturday at the cemetery and bring his favorite meal and say hi to my grandmother, my aunt. They're buried all next to each other. My mother put a plot over there too, right here in North Carolina. But anyway, guys, let's get to these horoscopes. Enough of me because I can go on and on and on, and I'm a chatterbox by nature. I tell you. Okay, so let's get to these morning horoscopes, and I always start out with my sign, Cancer, and Cancer. Your strength lies in the way you love. It's often all or nothing for you. Yes, because if I can't have all of you, I don't want none of you. I don't want to lie. I don't want no excuses. If you expect me to bring all of me, right? Because if I bring me, even if you're just looking for a little momentary, how did I say that? Something that's momentarily, right? For the moment. Let's say that because it sounds better. It comes out, yeah. Something for the moment. Hi, how are you, iPhone 13? How are you this morning? But when it's for the moment, I still bring my full self because I can't leave parts of me out when I bring myself with me because that's a lie and I choose no longer to live a lie, right? Hmm? And that's just my story. We all have our story, right? But getting back to what I am reading, I am on Cancer in the morning horoscopes, and there is a strange, quiet strength that surfaces within you that makes you indomitable and invincible, especially when the world seems to be crumbling around you. You sense a need for a drastic shift in life. And in this time, it is not surface level, it's deep. And I I'm just reading what it is for all my cancers. So with that drastic shift, it is driven by something deeper, something more compelling. It is a matter of building your long-term stability and security. It is a matter of you stepping into a role that really puts you into the shoes that help you drive your life better than simply living in the martyr nurturing role because it becomes mundane. It becomes, uh, very, what is the other word? It's just something that is just, it, we need something to break the momentum, cancers, right? So you are stepping into your power. And it is time for you to do it assuringly and assertively. And this is to all my Cancer people, all my Cancers, grand rising. Okay. So, and that was the cosmic tip. You are stepping into your power, Cancer, and it is time for you to assuringly and do it assertively. Okay? and work your set. It's time to work your set, baby. All right. So for Aries and Grand Rising Aries, your cosmic tip: where are you being called to journey, to make your way through there? Are you gonna make your way through there, Aries, so you can take me through there? Take me through there, take me through there. All right, Taurus, Grand Rising. All right, Taurus. Do something to change your energy. Pardon me. It's my morning smoothie. Guys, I got my morning smoothie because I've been back to working out. Got my waist trainer on. I just hate when it does that back there. That's where the weight loss comes in. But today I'm going to attempt to wear my waist trainer all day long. But anyway, guys, get into this. And Taurus, do something to change your energy, and you will have taken the first step to change your life. Because move a muscle, move a thought. Sometimes we can think about something and we have to get up and make a move towards it. Because I was looking around my house. Downstairs is not bad at all, but up here in my bourgeois, it looked like World War III had happened in my bedroom. And I got up early this morning. I started washing stuff. And because before I leave out, I want to be able to come home to a clean house, after, doing what I need to do, right? But anyway, so yes, Taurus, do something. And when you do that something, because if you stay in the same cycle and you don't change your energy, you have to take that first step in order for it to change. Even if it's in your mind, and then you get up and you just make a move, just maybe one, maybe a little, whatever it is to you and however it resonates with you. I hope it works out for you and you have a good day unless you choose otherwise. All right, Gemini, because we got Gemini over here. Create your own happy place. Don't wait for somebody else to give you a happy place. Create your own happy place. In Grand Rising, all right. So, Leo, clear your energy, clear your mind, and clear your life. Declutter your life. Stop allowing your circumstances to make you that part of your life. You're not that you're not that circumstance. You're not that um troubled time. It's just a matter of time things will change. But you have to clear your life. You have to clear your mind and you have to clear your energy. You get it? All right. Grand Rising. All right. So Virgo. Ooh, it's Virgo season, guys. Is it Virgo season yet? All right. So Virgo, your nudge takes you to lands where you find your tribe. So those nudges that keep nudging you, that's where your tribe is. All right, Libra. Raise your vibration instead of your voice. Scorpio, get off the treadmill and go have fun. Go show up that vibe. I did the Stairmaster this morning. Speaking about, I did my walk. I did my resistant band. And I thank God for my coaches. I got my coaches and I'm working with my coaches. Yes, and I love it. So I'm actually back to a much healthier, thing here. So I drink this, I do my smoothies in the morning, and then I come see you guys, right? And I really was on the schedule that I used to be, which I'm so happy about. So anyway, let's get to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So before it makes sense to you, follow your intuition. Do a little homework before you jump out the window. And Grand Rising, Sagittarius, Capricorn, aim higher and move from an expanded perspective. Instead of having a narrow mind and narrow thoughts, keep an open mind. And when you keep an open mind, you're able to, and a broader perspective on it gives you a broader perspective, which brings you more blessings, right? I'm telling you. And Aquarius, when your life serves you apples, go make the best of apple pies. Grand Rising, Chrissy Jones. Yes, go make the best of apple pies. And Pisces, baby steps take you to your okay, so baby steps takes you to your lavish, abundant orchard. So whatever that means for you and how it resonates with you, I see you on the other side. Grand Rising. I know that's right. I love these horoscopes because, for me, the horoscopes give me some direction. Sometimes it's right on the head where my journey is and everything. And I hope when I do read these horoscopes that it resonates with you in your day. And I hope you have a good day unless you choose otherwise. Now, moving on. Let me take a sip. Let me take a sip. Oh, and yes. Now, remember I did a review on curved like nails. You'll see this hand, right? But this hand, look at that hand. Look. Curved Life. Y'all want another review? Wah, wah, wah. Just like the Beat headphones. I thought the Beat headphones were the worst, but the curved like nails, maybe I need to press a little longer. I don't know because these are press-ons, but they look so good and so realistic that I'm like, yeah, so those press-ons, they do work because I used to wear them all the time. But I'm gonna go back to wearing them because they work for me. And it's a lot cheaper, I tell you that much. And then I don't have to worry about them talking about me in a whole nother language. I know my girl Cece and her Bruce. Now, those are my Asian twins. I love them. Y'all can't stop me from going to them. When I go to when I go to New York, I hope to see Cece and Bruce. But if I get the right ones, I'll probably just keep doing what I'm doing. Cause we can't go around just well. Then again, we can, and we've been doing it, going around and banishing these um prejudiced places, right? Ooh, wait a minute. Did y'all hear about the young man that was an accounting student at Penn State? He was the ringleader. It looks like it should be a RICO law. Or do you girl wait, let's get up in here. I can't even get to this Lord, but this I gotta get to this. Give me 1 second. Cause I wanted to before I get to puppy, let me ask you a question. And a serious question. This is real serious. We got the ringleader. This is so annoying. It really is. It's very annoying. Um, oh, and I gotta show y'all something too. Yeah, the ringleader from Penn State. The ringleader from Penn State actually, give me 1 second, guys. For Penn State, because I can't say it on here, this other part, but oh yeah, y'all gotta see him. So the ringleader of the student fraternity Drug trafficking organization surrenders and bail is denied. Bail is denied, guys. Out. Done. Finished. Because that's the RICO law. He's going to jail for a long time. Or will he? Because of his color. Let me show you the ringleader. He looks like Kermit the Frog. I warn you. He looks like Kermit the Frog. And why don't the cops be stopping and going to there? This is what he looks like, guys. This is what he looks like. I'm just saying. Are they going to be lenient on him? I wonder. Or are they going to look for some black folk? Try to look for some black folk. I'm just saying. And his name is Agostino Abatilio. So Abagusto Atilio. Let's listen to this. He, girl, it is so much going on with this. So, okay. So this is how it's gonna go. This is what happened. So far, this is what we know. The 24-year-old leader of this trafficking ring involving 13 former Penn State University students and fraternity members surrendered to authorities Tuesday. Wow. So is why people don't follow people and they become their own leaders? Because you'll follow somebody even with a brain straight off the cliff. This is why maybe you need to depend on God, because somebody like that, you put your hands in their, your life in their hands, because I had it backwards. And then this happens and you didn't have nothing to do with it, but you're implemented because you're in that organization. I'm just saying, birds of a feather flock together. They were all down with it. So Augusto Abalatino, a former senior member of the Sigma Chi fraternity, is charged with multiple counts of, the white stuff, you know, snow bunny type stuff, possession, with no pun intended, uh, with intent to deliver, and some conspiracy. So a district judge denied him bail at the arraignment. So they're going to hold on to Agostino. They're going to hold on to little Agostino. And this is, I mean, you would never think he worked his set, but the police won't stop him. See, all I'm saying is the police won't stop Agostino, but they'll stop me. They'll stop you, anybody brown, because it's easier. It's less paperwork. Hear me again. It's easier. It's less paperwork for them because there's a lot of paperwork going on here, right? So they won't, because everything. It seems like everything they do be high profile, don't be nothing little, because no one's looking, no one's really paying attention. Now, if you start dealing with Uncle Sam's money, Uncle Sam pays attention to everything. I'm just saying. Oh, wait. Would y'all prefer, let me ask you a question before I move forward. Would y'all prefer nuggets or boneless wings? And I'm just gonna tell you this. I wouldn't prefer any one of them. It's something that YouTube had just asked me. Because they got tight, they got, and we're gonna get on that too before we come off. What is this imaginary meat from a meat plant that they're making this imaginary meat? What's going on here? Anyway, so we're gonna get on that too, cause girl, I tell you, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. So let's do this. Let's get back to where we were at before I froze. So Abatil okay. Abatilio and 13 other defendants who were Penn State University students or around at the time of the alleged conduct were charged on Monday. See, I just told you birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a feather flock together. Even if they weren't doing it, they were implemented in the act of RICO. So it's going to come out RICO because it's an organization with the intent to get rich. Their life is done. I don't even because Uncle Sam don't care color or well. Then again, that's a lie. But when they go to lock you up, they don't give a when Uncle Sam they don't give a. I'm telling you, unless it's somebody pulling strings to have you put away, which is the case a lot too. These your attorneys and the DA and the judge are bedfellows, especially when it comes to us. We're heavy on the market. When it comes to the courts, we're heavy on the market. Sounds familiar, right? But anyway, so the attorney general say they regularly visit Philadelphia and New York to pick up large quantities of the white girl and were then cut and packaged at the Delta Upsilon and Sigma Chi fraternity house and sold to students primarily through Snapchat. I told you social media, that's why kids don't need phones. Now you're starting to see why I, I am Kendall Gomez. Kendall said we don't need to be giving these kids phones because we don't know what they're doing. So they were really, it was a big business, just like Smex. Smex is a big business. Don't think that I ain't think of, you know, post me a little ad and saying, shaking my leg a little, but I ain't got it in me. I ain't got it in me to go to jail no more. Because if you know my story, right, Chrissy Jones? I ain't, that's my best friend. I happened to meet her along the way of my incarcerations. But I ain't got time for somebody to tell me when to pee and when not to pee. I ain't got time for somebody putting a can top because they don't like me up under my locker. Now I'm going to do time. I ain't got time to do time to have that time to do more time. Yeah, because you can go on with a year and never come out because you done hurt somebody defending yourself. It's a lot going on. It's just more than going to jail and laying up. You got to watch your back. You literally got to watch your back. Not just dropping the soap, as they say. And this for entertainment and educational purposes only. So, yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the next topic because I've been waiting to get to this. Girl, it is so much going on. Oh my God, where is he? Where is he? Where is it? Oh, I need this. I need this. Oh my God, it is so much going on. Girl, I'm trying to tell you, Auntie Esther. I'm your girl. I'm trying to tell you, it's too much going on. It is so much going on. And I'm telling you, this is why I stopped getting in trouble. This is why I stopped being rolling around talking about you want to buy this tree and would sell it and would sell that tree as sure as I'm sitting here. I don't got time. I ain't got time to touch things that ain't mine. Going to these stores because I have a story about me in New York City and the stores when I was out there under the influence. So I ain't got time. I don't even play with that stuff anymore, right? Um, yeah. Stealing was a sport for me at one point. That and smoking was a sport for me because the manipulation that went with that, I, to see how far it's a sickness. And when I found that out, now I'm finding out that anger is a sickness. And speaking of anger, let's get to Sean Combs because this I need in my life. I need to share this with you guys because this is real. See, this when stuff gets real, and then you realize why they're holding Sean Combs in jail for just the Mann Act. And the Mann Act, I can just, in more simple terms, is picking up a lady of the night. And he got all that time. That wasn't for Cassie. That was for Tupac because they got stuff on him. And the only reason I'm looking for it now because I saved the article, but I usually have my stuff and I'm more on point. But girl, so at this Keepy D trial, let's go to the Keepy D trial because there's a lot going on, girl. I'm telling you, it's so much going on to my G dolls and gents. It's a lot going on. So let's get to Keefe D. Yes, the Keefe D trial. Girl, it is so much going on. So, oh, Suge Knight. Wait, Tupac Shakur in the Merkin trial. You better treat me as a hostile witness, cause uh, Suge Knight associates testify. Oh, so we got Suge Knight. But I want to hear about Sean Combs on here. Sean Puppy Combs. Because he's on here and I be having it. I got to start saving it on my MacBook. But girl, prosecutors. Okay, so this is where it gets real. And this is from People Magazine to all my other bloggers and everything. This is from People Magazine. So, and this was from yesterday. So, prosecutors point to Dwayne Davis' memoir as Tupac murking trial begins while defense says client is full of. But I'm trying to see this. He is full of crap because I don't think he was a. I just think he was a fall guy. He was a fall guy for this case, and I'm gonna just say that uh, without pointing fingers. Lord. So this is what we know. We know he's a former gang leader. He's a former gang leader, is on trial in Las Vegas for the murking of Tupac Shakur, who was unalived a week after a hit drive-by shooting on September 7th, 1996. The prosecution and defense have delivered their opening arguments that Keefe D. Davis, 63, faces one count of murking with a, pew pew. So, prosecutors allege that although Davis did not himself, pew pew, the pew pew, and unalive Shakur, he was the ringleader of the group responsible. Davis has pleaded not guilty. Also, what we know is the defense says prosecutors' case is product of a flawed, decades-long investigation because we all kind of have an idea who it was. I'm just saying. Let me get my water because I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like the prosecutors has okay, so this is what else we know. The prosecutors first witness, including one who was riding in a nearby car the night of the murking, was told the court all hell broke loose as the pew pew rang out. As former Las Vegas, homicide detectives say, people were hesitant in testifying about this case. Yeah, because there's some people up in there. Some people of the people of the people. I mean, and guys, you can follow this on the BBC podcast also. And you can also follow me because I keep up with, the Tupac murking and the Biggie murking because that's why I went to the Sean Combs trial. I know it sounds crazy, but that's why I went to the Sean Combs trial. I kid you not. I wanted to see some evidence, other things come in. Now that they had him and everything, that's what I was looking for because he wasn't guilty of what they were charging him with. Just like I told you, it's like picking up a lady of the night. They were caught. He should have got like 6 months. He got almost 4 years, 50 months. Because they are putting the rest of this stuff together for Sean Combs. And when I went to that trial, it was a circus. It was baby oil out in the courtyard. It was people wanting to fight in front of the courtyard. It was the people's free Sean Combs t-shirt people. We called them the mean people. Um, they were getting a coin to do that. That was too much energy for me. Right. And even though I believe that he wasn't guilty, but I believe some other things needed to be brought to the light so we can open that up and investigate, right? That's, you know, that was the side of me. And Tisa Tells woke that up. Tisa Tells is a good good investigator. She is not a game. She is really, really good. She digs down rabbit holes. She does, and it made me dig down a rabbit hole where I was getting depressed. So I had to give it a break. And even Lauren LaRosa said that. I had to take a break because it was so much information in the Sean Combs trial that things started making sense for me when it came to the other things that I was thinking about. And while I was there at the Sean Combs trial, hearing all the power that he had, so I was able to kind of see and the anger he had along with the power, you know, the allegations of him taking people out, have putting the fear of God in people, getting what he wants. And he didn't like Tupac because Tupac was really saying some stuff. And I know Biggie wasn't supposed to be in that studio that night either. There was some other things going on over there. I'm just saying Biggie was upstairs. He wasn't supposed to be up there for whatever reason. And I got and it was part of some testimonies. I think that was in the documentary. If you guys watched the documentary, don't mark my words, go see the documentary. The documentary will shed light on some things, but also Gene Deal has even said it himself. And I say allegedly that he had something he looked shady with the Biggie murking and the Tupac murking. It looks like a shady deal. And this is why I'm like, and guys, if you can do me a favor, share my live, let people, because I really bring tea and shed light to stuff. But I know on my side, I knew, because my people were industry, I was industry, we used to talk. We knew when Total was waiting downstairs for Wendy Williams and she got into the fight with Angie Martinez, I knew that as soon as that happened. My girl called me at that time. I was like, yo, because she was in the circle, Sean Combs circle. That's her people that she knows personally, not just from the industry. So I knew a lot of things. I heard a lot of things. I did not repeat a lot of things because y'all wouldn't understand until they started coming out with these FOs and white nail polish. And then I seen her wear white nail polish. And then I seen her be with the guy that was implemented in the Tupac murking, Von Zip. It was one of his, I guess she was one of his BITCHs, ESs, because they used to argue all the time. She stayed angry and she stayed around some, like every time we would go to the Bronx or somewhere, it was somebody fine. They weren't even big, muscular, because they were all bodyguards and people. And so she knew stuff. She would hear stuff. They would call each other. She just knew she was tapped in. And I was tapped in on my end. But girl, she was tapped in and she was telling me stuff that I was like, and I couldn't believe my ears, but yeah. And I believe she was sent to Von Zip to do some things allegedly for Puppy. Allegedly. And these are all alleges because I don't want nobody saying I said. I'm just looking at from my perspective. That's the one the other week that told me, you ain't no woman, you're a man. I was like, duh, bitch. Excuse me, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only, but don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me, baby. I'm just telling the truth. All I want to do is talk about Puffy. Well, you need to get on a whole soapbox and get that microphone or bullhorn out and yell it to everybody because that is a topic when it's brought up. So you're not going to stop me. I'm not going to shut up because she wants me to shut up about this. Now, somebody calls me and hits me up or whatever and sends me court papers, I'm going to shut up because I saw what happened to Tasha K. I'm just I forgot. She's still trying to pay Cardi B back. But anyway, if y'all don't know about that, Tasha K is a YouTuber and entertainer, and she has to pay Cardi back some money for defamation of character. And it's a lot of money, and she got to pay expeditiously. Because they're saying she had some money hidden. But anyway, guys, this is alleged. Because her famous words are, I ain't got it. Tasha K. Anyway, all right, guys. So let's do this. So yeah. So the live reports, you know, and also remember, Puffy was now let me see this. Allow. Sean Combs named 77 times in the Keefe D trial. Okay, so the reference to Sean Combs being named 77 times connects to court filings by Clark County prosecutors in the Los Angeles homicide case of rapper Tupac Shakur. So the filings reference Combs using various uh, monikers like Puffy, Puff Daddy, regarding claims made by defendant Dwayne Keefe D that Davis that Combs offered and orchestrated $1 million and to Von Zip, the man I just mentioned. And who's connected to Sean Combs? We'll call her Jay, my girlfriend. I knew back from New Rochelle. And Who is Von Zip connected to? Jay. Looks pretty suspicious to me. Just things look kind of suspicious. Doesn't look right. Doesn't feel right. She's bipolar. Of course, she done cursed me out. It was like old times. I cursed her out. I threatened her. It's like, yeah. And it was toxic. That's why we're not friends anymore. I used to roll with the best of them. Essence Communications. I used to roll with the best of the best, baby. Like, that's all I can tell you. I used to roll with the best of the best. And I still do. But and I'm just talking about industry wise. But girl, so that is on that. So we're gonna see what happens. But this is the deal. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out because he did hire the allegedly hired the Southside Crips uh to be bodyguards. A lot going on. And even both, Christopher Wallace, aka Biggie Smalls, it's some type of correlation they're also saying in the courts. This is what I'm telling you, and this is from August 17th. These are things that we are learning or already knew, but now the courts are saying it. And there's a lot going on, guys. When I tell you, and this is from BBC News, so they're pretty on point too. So if you want to go look it up, because I got to tell you my references from where I get stuff, so y'all can go and read stuff, and we can kind of keep up together. But yes, I've been studying these cases since before the Sean Combs trial, documentaries, blah blah blah, blah. Because Tupac, I mean, yeah, Tupac, I used to have a crush on so bad, bad, and I used to love his voice, his music. It meant a lot. It had meaning, um, and his life was so significant to Black Power. If you don't know, you need to see, you know, or go read the origins of Tupac's mother, and then that'll move forward. But yeah, Black Panther, aware, awoke. And that's why Tupac was so aware and awoke. And could it have been the government? Because they don't like when you too woke. They want you to be dumb and yes, ma'am. I can't. It's just too. I can't. I wouldn't be able to. And then you have Biggie. There were so many people looking side-eyed at Sean Combs once again. It almost reminded me when Biggie died. It was like Sideshow Bob popped out. Here's the real ha. But then again, they say they were best friends. I don't know. Because is your best friend really your best friend? Nowadays, we finding out, no. Your best friend that you thought. So I'm not saying he did. This is my speculation of what I think really went down. This is my outlook on it. I think he did. Just don't come after me because I'm having thoughts. I have my own, you know, speculation. This is alleged. These are allegations. But knowing what I know, Puffy didn't like him. And if you saw Puffy in action, and I know how Puffy was through my people, I'm just telling you, he was not a game and still not a game. They have him in solitary confinement for two things. He got his behind whooped, or he don't whip some behind, and they don't want him pulling any strings. Kind of like Hannibal. I'm just saying. Child. And in the courts, I'm not gonna lie, he looked very handsome. Sean Combs is not ugly at all. Like, I mean, Sean Combs is extremely handsome. hmm Very handsome. With that salt and pepper, Sean Combs looks good. hmm He don't look bad, and his mother is beautiful. Cause just because you're older doesn't mean I've seen some. I last week I was in the shop, or this week I was in a salon, and this older lady was there. I don't know what her now. She was like beautiful, and she was older, and her face card was 16. Her face card, she had a hair fillet, and I came home. I said, I'm growing my hair back out and I'm going to start taking care of myself. And I saw a black lady last night, beautiful black sister, mother, black mother, elder, because she was 67, right? She blurted out her age, and her skin was so tight and she was really pretty. And I said, see, look at that there. You never know. Like, at first she was looking, but she was looking because she was interested, and we were talking, and the cashier was talking because I was getting my vitamin, I was getting my alkaline water, and because I had ran out of water. And guys, make sure you drink your water. Um, and she was inquiring about the water, but what gagged me was how good she looked, and she had a soda. And I told her, don't feel bad about eating a soda because last night I went and got me some Chinese food. But this morning I got up and I ran, I walked, and then I did the Stairmaster. I said, we're going to work our set. We're going to work our set and get to where we want to get to without anybody's permission. Just do what I need to do for me. And that's it. It's no flex. Well, for me, it is. It's a big flex, but at the same time, it's not to boast. It's just to do it and show results, right? So anyway, guys, we're gonna keep an update on this case. I gotta get back into my YouTubing the way I used to. I used to do my research the night before, but as you know, I've been healing. I've been not focused the way I'm usually focused. It's been kind of hard, at times because I think to myself, you know, the man that I love um, is not here. The hurt and the betrayal that I feel sometimes takes me out of focus, but it's not as bad as it was. Now I'm focusing on some other things because that's just God's will. Whatever God it says is meant to be. So I take that part of like that void and I fill it up with exercising. I fill it up with finding out what's going to be good for me today and it's accessible. I know fresh fish isn't. I love my salmon and but I know chicken breast, turkey meat, watermelon, ginger, turmeric. I eat those raw. Like I have ginger and turmeric, and that's for the digestive tract. To all my girlies and G dolls and gents out there. And I'm 59 and I plan to take best care of myself because now I'm in a different place while I'm here. So that's why I said filling in the void has been a lot easier because I could see. So I can't wait to get my sign. Once I get my background, life will be kind of good because I have my desk, I have my chair. This is all temporary. This is all stuff I want to get rid of. This is from Brooklyn. I mean, I can keep this because it has Brooklyn stamped in it. And I saged it when I bought it in my house. I saged all this stuff. All that Brooklyn off, I saged. I had the patio door open, had the front door open, and I saged and I saged and I saged. Boy. Oh God. Well, anyway, guys, it's always good. I'm gonna make sure I keep up with this KPD trial. And like I said, don't sleep on what tomorrow is gonna bring because I already foresee Sean Combs ending up at this case for some reason. I just don't mark my words, but a nudge came in. So yeah. Anyway, uh, wow. Oh God, Karen, Karen. Wait, let's see. Now, what I'm gonna do for you, I'm gonna take this over to social media so they can look you up and find out exactly who you are. I'm gonna ask somebody. I'm gonna put you on TikTok now. Oh, you're mine. Oh, you're mine. Because people could look you up at Karen HOA. Yeah, let's play. Because I'm not gonna play with your people. Because I know how you are. So I'm putting you on social media. I'm putting you on all my social media right there, and they'll find out who you are. Because now you're threatening me as a white person. So I got you. You know how they're finding people on social media? How easy it is now? I'm going to put your name up and we may find out who you are. And then I'm going to expose you. I have plans for you. Stay along. Stay here. Stay. I'm going to put you on social media. I promise you I am. You threaten my life? Now, let's play. And I screenshot it and I'm going to send it to YouTube. You threaten my life? Watch. I'm not playing with your white folks. Can you hear me now? 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 Okay. Cause I got okay. Yeah, because I was about to take out my other phone. But anyway, guys, yeah. No, I got a screenshot of that because I'm gonna send it to YouTube and tell them my life. I know you can hear me now. But there's people out here that hate. They have this hate in their bones because of fear. It's fear. Hate comes from a dislike. Hate comes from ignorance, stupidity, low education. I mean, real hate. We all use that word sometimes. I hate that or this or that. But this for entertainment and educational purposes only, because this is not to hate anyone. This is describing what it feels like to be black in America. Just that comment there. This comment by at Karen HOA underscore HOA. We gonna see. We gonna see. You just went down the wrong, because now I want to share this and make this content and a story and an example if I can. Oh, I'm coming for you. At Karen underscore HOA, because I live in an HOA and there's a pool here. I'd like to see who it is. I'd like to see them do something about this. Well, the internet might. Even if you shut it down and take it down, they could always pull it back up. They know how to get to the URLs and see what you got on there. So good, I'm glad you did that. But cause I don't got time for death threats. And then when you get caught, oh, I didn't mean it. No, yes, you did. Now go where you gotta go to do what you gotta do. I'm not playing with none of y'all. Even if you were playing, you shouldn't play with a black person like that. And then they get mad at me because I go buy a pew-pew to protect myself. Because I'm buying, I have to buy a pew-pew and then I'll get in trouble. I'm made to be the bad guy because of stuff like this. And you wonder why people are leaving the United States. It makes you wonder why people are really leaving the United States. Because they know how terrible this man is and how terrible these people have become. And I didn't know we would get into this topic until I saw that death threat. And this is, something I'm saying to YouTube. I feel threatened for my life because of at Karen underscore HOA. And I'm keeping her on because even if she changes her name and they decide to dig into her, they'll know where URL she's coming from and her location. That's how the police investigate. Oh, I'm not playing with you at Karen underscore HOA. I'm in fear for my life. And everybody hears it now. So if anything happens to me, hopefully they can correlate your address with the threat, because you might make through to it. I'm glad this has happened. Now, with that, guys, because I had to get that out the way, because it's, for business, and this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I have to gather Karen underscore at HOA.com for threatening my life. And inviting me to, because, that's scary. So, see? And we have ways of handling things. We don't have to get or anything. We just can simply handle them like that. You see? Even if they were playing, This is not a time to play that way. Seriously. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully at the same time. And remember, you know, it's a lot going on in this world. Concentrate on you, concentrate on doing better for you. Don't hate on anybody. Hate is a horrible word. We love over here. I use the word, but I really don't mean the word. You might have disdain for something. You might heavily dislike something. But what I'm learning, that word hate is not the word we want to use. That's not the word we want to use. We want to use, we want to use other words, right? Uncomfortable. That person may, like, kind of identify what it makes you feel like instead of hating. You might be fearful. And this is to my white counterparts that are very prejudiced and have hate. See why you hate so bad that you're willing to do the rest of your time behind bars. See why you hate so much, where you miss so many opportunities to do better for yourself, because now you broaden your horizons by keeping an open mind to people. Everybody's not out to hurt you, but you sure seem to be out to hurt so many people, my white counterpart prejudiced people. And this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So you don't have to hate over here. You just have to scroll by, swipe to the side, and keep going. Mind your business. That's a very hard thing for some of your Karens to, and female and male Karens to do, is to mind your business because you want to be seen. You're already seen. You got your family. Go mind your business so you can have some business to mind. I'm just saying. And guys, with that, that's the lesson today. Sometimes it's to mind your business so you can have some business to mind. And with that, have a nice day unless you choose otherwise.